Today I'm going to show you how to make these coquette-inspired ruffled bows, even if you are a complete beginner. So if you've never crocheted before, you'll absolutely know how to crochet these. Here's just a close look at the finished bows. You can make it in any color, and it's perfect for your hair. It's perfect for gifts or any other crochet projects that you may want to put on here. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make this bow from start to finish. I'll make sure that I give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make it, even if you're a beginner crocheter. What's up, Vibes Babes? It's your girl Hiba, and I am back with another video. Yes, honey, yes. So without further ado, let's get into the materials that we need for the bow, and then we'll get into the tutorial. The materials you'll need is 100% cotton yarn. This is the sport weight, and it's 50 grams weight. The size hook that you'll need is a 3.5 millimeter hook. You'll need a tapestry needle. You'll need stitch markers and your scissors. So let's get into it. So before we begin this video, I definitely want to show you the stitch that we'll be using throughout the project, and it's the double crochet stitch. And I just want to do a slow motion one, like tutorial showing you, so that way when I start the tutorial, I won't have to go super slow, okay? So this is how a double crochet looks. So you want to wrap the yarn, insert it into the stitch that you're working in, wrap the yarn again, pull that same wrap that you just wrapped, pull it through the hook or the hole, wrap it again, pull through two, wrap it again, and then pull through two. I'll do it again. So wrap the yarn around the hook. You want to insert it into the stitch that you're working in, the stitch that the tutorial will tell you to put it in. So you put it in the stitch, you wrap the yarn, pull it through, wrap it again, pull through two, wrap it, and then pull through the last two. And that's how you do the stitch that you'll be working on, within the video. So you want to pull up a slip knot. All right, and then you want to chain 130 chains. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've completed your 130 chains. You want to skip the first two chains, first two, 1, 2, and then you want to double crochet decrease in the next two. So do a double crochet decrease. So what we want to do is insert it into both hooks, into both loops, and pull up a double crochet. And then you want to do 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Okay. And then you want to chain 1 and skip 1 stitch, skip the next stitch, and then do 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And you just want to repeat that for the remaining of the row. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet 3 in the next 3 stitches. And then if you want to use your stitch marker, you can always use it. I barely use them, but just for the sake of the video and beginners, you want to mark your very first stitch so you'll know that that's your first stitch until you get to the next row, and then you'll take it out and do the same thing with the following row. So you've completed first row, and this is what it's supposed to look like, the stitches. The next thing you'll do is chain 2 and turn your work to start the second row. So what you want to do is you want to skip the first hole. So you see that these are holes in here made by the chain 1 spaces. You want to skip the first one, go into the second one, and you want to make 3 double crochets in this hole. 1, 2, and 3. And then for the remainder of the row, you want to chain 1 and crochet 3 in each chain 1 space in each of the holes. All right, I'm going to finish this row and then I'll meet you guys on the third row. So when you get to the end of round 2, you want to skip the last hole. You still want to chain 1, and then you want to slip stitch into the last stitch of the row. And you want to chain 2, 1, 2. Turn your work to start the third row. And then you want to create the 3 stitches in this stitch, not the first one, this one. So you create 3 double crochets, 2, 3, chain 1, and then basically repeat row 2 for the remainder of the next 5, well, the next 3 rows. So you want to have 5 rows altogether, including these 2 rows, okay? So you want to make this row, including 2 more rows. And then I'll meet you guys at the end of row 5. Okay, guys, so after you finish your row 5, you got 5 rows all together. This is how it should look. And the ends should look kind of like slanted, you know, because we've been kind of decreasing stitches at the end. So that's how that should look. And once you finish this part, you put that to the side, and then you want to create the front bow part, which is the smaller part, you know, basically the bow, the actual bow. All right, the second part, you want to basically start off the same way by pulling up a slip knot and chaining. This time you want to chain 60, okay? So chain 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll meet you guys at 60. All right, guys, so I do want to let you guys know that if you want to follow the written pattern for this bow, the link is in my bio, and you guys can, you know, refer to the written pattern. So let's get back to the tutorial. All right, so the next thing you'll do is skip the first 2 stitches, and you want to do 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Then you want to chain 1, skip the next stitch, go into the next stitch, and do 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And you just want to repeat that pattern all the way until you get to the end of this row. And the remaining of the project is just simply repeating what you did in this one. Just doing the 3 double crochets in the chain 1 spaces, chaining 1, 3 double crochet again. But I'll show you guys just so you could be sure. Okay, so second row, like I was saying, is chain 1, turn your work, and then instead of doing any decreases, we're just going to do straight rows for this part. So the first thing you want to do is go into the first stitch, the first hole, and pull up 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, like that. And then you want to chain 1, and then go into the next chain 1 space and pull up 3 double crochets. Okay, so this is how it looks when you finish the shorter one, the one that you just made. And so you want to fold it in half like that, fold the 2 ends together, and you want to sew those 2 ends together. But before that, make sure that you have a long tail, because the tail is going to not only sew this middle, but you're also going to use it for something else as well. And I'll show you after we sew this in. So we're going to sew it with the tapestry needle.
And how I'm sewing it is basically I'm going through the right end into the left end and just pulling it through. And I'm always going into the right end first, just because that's how I like to do it.
Alright, so once you've done sewing it together, I like for this part to be the back, just because of the seams, right? So I'll flip it, and I create the bow by forming it, pinching the middle like that, and then wrapping it around the middle like that. Okay, and so that's why we want the long tail, because we want to wrap the middle. So make sure the bow is forming how it's supposed to, and you just wrap it until you feel like it's sturdy enough while adjusting whatever you need to adjust. Okay, so I feel like that's enough for right now. So I'll just put this to the side for a second while leaving the long tail just sitting. We're gonna put that to the side, and then we take the other part that you made with basically the longer part, and you want to fold it. So you want to put it straight like this. Well, let's say it's straight, right? You want to kind of like bend it and fold the middle part like that. Okay, well, actually we want to do it the other way. I'm sorry. Fold it like that with the outside of the slanted ends on the outside. You can do it either way, but I like to do it like this. Like that. And then what you want to do is place the bow part on top of that, right? Just like that. Let's kind of put this down somewhere. And you want to put it on top. And you just want to wrap it around. Like that in the middle. If you can see, I'm sorry, I'm putting it outside the camera. And so the tail is so long, it's kind of hard to work with, but we'll manage. So you want to wrap it around the tail. Hold on. Okay. Wrap it. And wrap it. So now that you got it all wrapped up, you want to turn it around to the back part. Oh gosh, this thing. Turn around to the back part and just basically secure it so the middle part won't come out. And you just want to like sew it in. All right, and then you tuck the ends and you cut it off. And that's how you want it to end up. So mine's ended up with the slanted part being in the inside. I don't know how. I don't know, but it doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter where they are, as long as the bow looks the par. And so how we want to add the ruffles to it is I have a video showing you how to make the ruffles. So go, watch that video in order to make these ruffles, okay? And what you want to do is you want to just sew the ruffles on from the bottom to the top, okay? And if it comes out to be too long for it, you can always go from this end and put it on this end like this. And sew it onto this end as well. And then you'll basically make 2 of the ruffles for each side. So yeah. So the link for the video for the ruffles is in my bio. I'll link it in there so you can see how to make these ruffles. But you basically want to just sew it on to here like that with the tapestry needle from the bottom to the top. And you got your ruffles onto your bow. So that's how you create this cute coquette bow. It is very girly, very cutesy, and I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you want the written pattern, the link is in my bio, and go check it out. But definitely subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this.